Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Coding My Way In. Today is March the 16th. This makes it the third video. And I just got back from the gym. I feel a little bit lightheaded. I had like a smoothie before I went to the gym and I think I overdid it. I put on more weight for the exercise that I was doing, and almost at the end I was like feeling very lightheaded, but I was able to finish the exercises and I was able to finish everything. But I think for next week I need to make sure I eat a little bit more. That way I avoid having like being lightheaded, because it's very dangerous. Also, it would be embarrassing like passing out in the gym. But I got the gym in today, and like I was telling you guys last week, I was going to go to a coding meetup in person, which was, I was very excited. And the name of the coding meetup is New York Code and Coffee. And as you can see here, it takes place every second Sunday of each month. So every other Sunday it takes place, and it's from 2 to 5. And when I went last Sunday, I went to the one in Brooklyn, and I was like nervous. And I was expecting like to see, I don't know, like 10 people. I swear to God, by the time it was like 2:30, there was like 100 people in there. Like, it was insane. And it was like people from all levels of experience. I'm pretty sure I was the most rookie out of everybody. There were like software engineers, full stack developers, people doing machine learning, senior engineers that work with C, some people work with C#, people working at different companies. And I thought there was going to be like egos or things like that, and it was completely the opposite, man. Like, people were very supportive, people were very interested, and the dynamic, it was very good. I met a lot of cool people there, and I'm looking forward. Actually, I put it on my calendar. It's something that I'm going to do every other Sunday. I really want to do this to, yeah, it's a networking, but like to meet people that code, because I don't have anyone in my circle that does. So it was very cool, man, to have that experience. And again, it's called New York Code and Coffee, and this is their website. And it was very cool. You go in, you can bring your laptop, you put sticky notes so people know your name, and then there are other smaller sticky notes. That way you know if who's a data scientist, or who's a software engineer, or who's a student, or who's a recruiter. So it's very organized, and then it's done in a very nice building, and it's like a it's like an office space. And it was like it was 3 levels. So all 3 floors were packed with people, and like you could talk to anyone, and everybody was very friendly. This is their meetup account, and you usually show the events, the upcoming ones. They also have a Discord, and you'll see it. You see it here on their website. Something cool that I wanted to show you. They not only have these in-person meetups in New York City. So if you go to their website, codeandcoffee.org, you'll see that they have different places. They have meetups all over the country. So if you're not from New York, don't feel bad about it. You can just look, and you might be able to see a place that is closer to you, or somewhere that you live close by. So I truly recommend you guys to take a look at this. It's free. You don't pay a dime. And it's such a cool experience. You do like a circle at the beginning of the event, and in 7 seconds you say your name, what you're trying to do, what you're trying to get out of the experience, and then after that, everybody is like, you start speaking with whoever you want to speak, and whoever has like similar interests than you. And they also do they bring like people from different positions, and they have like talks, and they teach, and everything is volunteer based. So everybody that comes in to teach or anything is people that are volunteering. So it's very commendable what they are doing for the community, because coding meetups like in on the internet or online, like it's not the same. But this Code and Coffee is in person. You get to meet real humans and you get to connect. So if you're from New York, they have one next Sunday on the 24th. So we definitely be on that one. So if you guys are there, you guys can say hi to me if you see me. And again, they have this website, and you can see if there's any events taking place close to you. So, and this is for New Yorkers. This one here, this is in New York, and they have their Meetup account. So that was that. I'm definitely gonna keep going, and it was very inspiring. I was actually very excited when I left because I met so many people, and yeah. So now let's get to the meat of the matter. What I've been doing this week. So like I told you guys, the same thing. Monday through Friday, I study from 6:30 to 4 p.m. And this week was no different. I'm working, like I told you guys in the past. I'm really working on my fundamentals with the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So I purchased this course, and I'm already 50%. I'm almost done. It's 50 projects. Yesterday I finished number 25, and it was a very interesting project. It's nothing crazy, but it really helps when you let me open the here. So it's something very simple. It's a navigation bar. So what you see here is not that important. It's what happens here. So as you scroll down in the window, the navigation changes from white to black. So that is something that I'm definitely going to be using when I'm building my own portfolio to add that effect, and getting more familiar with how to make a website a dark theme in light mode. So which is something that it's like the thing to do now. You've been building applications. It's good to be able to add that functionality of dark mode. So I learned about the window, and it was a very simple project. It was more HTML than anything else, but understanding how to use the window, add an event listener, to scroll, and understanding more the concept of scroll. Why? So scroll is just is the axis, the y-axis, and then you have the x. So vertical and horizontal. So that's been a concept that I didn't have like difficulty learning. It's been pretty easy to grasp. So it was very interesting on how you can use the window, and with the DOM manipulation you can get this effect with just very simple lines of code. So that was very impressive for me, even though I'm a noob. So something that I wanted to tell you guys is I've been thinking a lot of what I want to do once I'm done with the 50 projects, and I was like, man, should I build like some personal projects on vanilla JavaScript? But for the last 2 days I've been really thinking. I'm like, I don't think I should do that. I'm making sure that I understand the topics, I'm understanding the code before I move to the next project. So I was like, I think once I'm done with these 50 projects, I'm just gonna start learning React, and then I'm just gonna keep going, because I think that I'm not a master, absolutely not. But data attributes, template strings, how to generate HTML, the DOM manipulation, I think these are things that I'm more familiar now and I'm more comfortable. So I think I can now jump to React and really start honing my skills and building my projects there. Because if I'm going to build 50 simple JavaScript projects, right, and then once I'm done with that, I'm then building a couple more on my own. It's pretty much of the same that I'm doing here already with this course. I'm doing 50 vanilla JavaScript. So this is really giving me the fundamentals and the basics and the understanding. So now when I jump to React, I should feel more comfortable, which is something very recommended. Like before you jump to React, you should have your fundamentals and your basics solid, so you don't get confused in the process. So those import and export, it's called module, and I learned that when I took the JavaScript course with Super Simple Dev. So I'm now familiar of like making multiple files and importing and exporting different things, to that way you don't have to have so much JavaScript in one file. You can just split and then you export and import, and it actually makes it more readable. It makes it easier for you to access your files anytime you have to make a change. So I would like to hear your thoughts. I think that once I'm done with these 50 vanilla JavaScript projects, I'm just going to jump straight to React and start working there with my projects, because for me, if I just finish this and then build some more projects in vanilla JavaScript, it's going to feel more of the same. And at the end of the day, yes, it's cool, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, but I need to jump to the front-end frameworks. And I feel that by the time I'm done with these 50, I should have a better understanding of the basics, which was a struggle for me last year. When I tried to skip JavaScript to learn React, it got very difficult to me because I didn't understand what I was looking. I had a difficulty understanding the deconstructing, and I had a problem understanding why a function was named the way that it was named. I didn't understand the how do you use parameters and why are they important. Man, I couldn't even do a simple if-else statement, which is something so simple. And ironically, there's one here. But I think by the time I'm done with these 50, I should be on a good place to jump to React. And again, let me know what you guys think. What else I wanted to tell you? Something that I've been working as well is, yes, I'm doing these vanilla JavaScript, but through these projects, I'm learning how to use APIs. I'm learning. I used the API for a dad jokes API, and then I did one for a movie app where you could use the API, and the moment you type a movie, it gives it to you, which was very cool. So I'm getting familiar with that, and then of course GitHub. So by the time I finish with these projects, I should have a foundation on HTML, CSS, JavaScript, version control with GitHub, and Git. I used my source control. I do it through here through the source control and VS Code. It's a lot easier than just typing, but if I had to type it, I have no problems, because I can just go to the terminal and already had Git batch installed. So it's really not a problem for me. It's something very simple. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm halfway through these projects. Once I finish them, I'm gonna start learning React, and I'm gonna make it a common thing. Go to the coding meetup every other Sunday. Again, it was a great experience. I really recommend this to anyone learning, or if you just want to meet people that are in the similar likings as you. So I recommend in-person meetups. Code and Coffee is one of them. Again, take a look to see if you're not from New York, which I am. I'm from New York. See if you see something close to you. And they have a Discord. You can ask around to see if they have events in your area or near. So, yeah, I'm not going to take much of your time. Thank you so much for watching, and see you guys next week. Thank you.